Hello everyone, I'm Slade, I'll be your host, and welcome to Star Wars Did You Know? In today's video we're going to discuss the two new variants of the X-Wing Starfighter, the T-70 and T-85 X-Wings. The T-70 was a direct successor to the older T-65 X-Wing, which served as the principal fighter for the Rebel Alliance. We see it in the original trilogy, we also see it in Rogue One, and it's made famous for its participation in both battles to destroy the Death Stars. Now, aside from the physical differences between the T-70 and the T-65, such as the wings and engine modules, there's another very distinctive difference between the two, and that specifically is the warhead module. Whereas the older T-65 had to have individual warheads loaded into its magazine and unloaded singly as well, the T-70 now had a modular system, which meant that a T-70 could land with a packet of concussion missiles, and then have that module removed entirely, and a new module with proton torpedoes or mag-pulse warheads could be loaded in. And this system meant the T-70 was actually much more versatile than the older T-65, because it meant it could carry a specific loadout for specific missions. Very quickly swap those packets out based on mission requirements. The T-85, unfortunately, we don't know a whole lot about. What we do know is that the T-85 was the replacement in the New Republic Navy for the older T-70. And the T-70 became the principal fighter of the Resistance. It was sold en masse to the Resistance by private owners, members of the New Republic Navy who were sympathetic to the Resistance, and various other means. It was never actually sold directly by the New Republic to the Resistance. It was always through a third party, although the New Republic was well aware of the fact the Resistance was using these surplus fighters. Unfortunately, as I said, we haven't seen the T-85 in action. It's appeared, I think, in one book, possibly one comic, and they haven't really given us any stats on it. What I would love to see in the upcoming films is the T-70 and T-85 flying alongside one another. I think that would be amazing. The reason being, because we see with the First Order, there are two variants of the TIE Fighter. They have the standard TIE Fighter, and then they also have the Special Forces TIE Fighter, and both of them are comparable physically, but they have slight differences in performance and capabilities. And it'd be interesting to see the Resistance have a similar system, where surviving T-85 squadrons from the New Republic Navy became kind of the elite forces, perhaps, of the Resistance, and you got to see this more advanced X-Wing alongside its older stablemate. One last fun fact: a squadron in the New Republic Navy known as Rapier Squadron, led by Poe Dameron, was a T-85 user. The Rapier Squadron, under Poe Dameron, used T-85s. However, when the squadron left the New Republic Navy and joined the Resistance, they were not able to take their fighters with them, so they had to downgrade from the newer T-85s and come to use the older T-70s. Alright everyone, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to like and subscribe. There'll be more content coming. If you'd like to support the channel on Patreon, please do so. Every little bit helps. Until next time, this is your host Slade, and this has been Star Wars Did You Know?